Hi, my name is Jeff Weir. I'm a core assurance associate at PwC. I've been working for the firm for about 3 months now, so still pretty fresh, but I think I've got a pretty good idea of their competitive advantage in the marketplace. So, PwC is a global accounting firm, so we provide tax and advisory and audit services to a variety of clients across the globe. And one of the ways that we have a competitive advantage over our counterparts is through our digital acceleration. So PwC has made a massive investment into the digital upskilling of its employees. Just starting 3 months ago, I know that we had to go through a lot of training in order to learn how to use the digital tools that are available. It's not just using Excel anymore, like it would have been even 10 years ago. Being an accountant, we now use tools such as UiPath or Tableau, Alteryx. These are all data analysis tools, as well as data visualization tools. PwC has, like I said, made that huge investment, and it's not only into the software that's required to use these tools, but also the payroll that has to go into training of new employees. There's a whole group that is tasked with digital upskilling PwC employees and just trying to deliver the biggest advantage to our clients. We've seen in the marketplace the firms that have not made the same investment that PwC has. We've seen a decline because clients are now expecting that we're using these data analysis. And as we increase our digital tool belt, we can provide more value to our clients than another firm that doesn't have the same digital capabilities or even the same knowledge that PwC has. This has given a major competitive advantage to PwC in the marketplace over other firms because we're able to give answers and take questions that other firms that just don't have the capabilities, they don't have the resources to do that. So that's definitely the biggest competitive advantage I would say that PwC has in the marketplace. Another advantage that PwC has is its outreach. So like I said earlier, PwC is a global accounting firm. So they have a lot of offices in the US, but not only do they have offices in the US, they have offices abroad. Just this last week, I was working with a client team out of Switzerland because there is a client in Switzerland that actually has a warehouse in Holland, Michigan, that I was attending an inventory count at. So most companies, they're going to have to contract that out. PwC, they just call up somebody that's close to that warehouse or that client site, even if it's across the world, and they say, "Hey, I need you to go perform this inventory count." So they know that they're still getting the same standard of quality that PwC promises to its clients. Another way that PwC has a competitive advantage in the marketplace is through our people. So PwC only hires the best and the brightest. We have a pretty gruesome recruiting process that is tasked with employing those students that have shown excellence among their peers, excellence in the classroom, and then those that are they're willing to dive in. Public accounting can be pretty awful during tax season. So between January, February, and March, there's a lot of hours worked. So PwC filters their applicants in a way that they can ensure that their employees are going to tough it out during the busy seasons and really just do that grind. Public accounting has a lot of turnover. And so by having that a lot of turnover, there's a lot of training that takes place because you're constantly having to train these new people. One of the ways that PwC kind of curbs that turnover is how they treat their employees. So like I mentioned in my original introduction video, I have a child on the way coming in about 4 or 5 weeks. One of the ways that PwC is supporting me is they're giving me 2 months of paternity leave. So for those of you who don't know about like family leave policies, That's about as much as my wife gets for being the mother of the child. At 2 months of paternity leave is just unheard of. 3 weeks is common. 2 weeks is even more common. 2 months or 8 weeks is pretty crazy. So the way that PwC can support its employees inherently gives PwC that competitive advantage in the marketplace, because the best and the brightest employees are going to want to work for companies like PwC who support them. Companies that treat their employees badly, they don't have that competitive advantage because you're not able to retain those stellar employees. So by treating your employees well, you gain that competitive advantage in the marketplace. So like I said earlier, with digital upskilling, the extra benefits that PwC provides, those all cost money, right? They all cost the firm money. PwC has recognized that you can't put profit above this competitive advantage. So yeah, it might cost the company a little bit on the front end, but it's going to save them more on the back end, and really just is relevant to their core values, and giving the client the best service possible.